Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. You know, like I've told you in the past, sometimes we all get so busy that the last thing we want to do when we get home is make some dinner. So we go to a restaurant, order some takeout, which can get very expensive and unhealthy. Anyways, with that being said today, I'm going to show you how to make an easy recipe at home that's so much better than any restaurant or takeout and promises to fill you with so much goodness. We're talking the Mediterranean garlic rice with chickpeas. And let me tell you, this dish is filled with so many simple yet delicious flavors. It's above and beyond easy to make. And the best part, it's all done in about 30 minutes. Folks, serve this rice next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish white wine. More specifically, an Albarino from Rías Baixas. You can have yourself a fabulous meal. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to add in 2 cups of vegetable broth into a saucepan, which is 480 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, beef broth, or even water if you like. You just make sure it's seasoned accordingly if you're using water. Then we'll pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Link where you get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using in the description box below. And heat it with a medium heat. In the meantime, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to add in 1 cup of rice into a fine sieve, which is about 190 grams, and rinse the rice under some water for about 1 minute until it starts running clear underneath. For this recipe, I'm using long grain rice, but you can use whatever rice you like. Just make sure to check the rice package instructions. That way you get your liquid to rice ratios right on the money. Then we'll drain a can of chickpeas into a colander and rinse the chickpeas under some water. Size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. And we'll also thinly slice 2 shallots, roughly chop 6 cloves of garlic, and finely chop 1 carrot that's been peeled. For the next step, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here is what truly makes a difference. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the chopped vegetables. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sautéed, we'll add in the rinsed rice, along with 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1 gram, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we're going to continue to mix this and go between 1 to 2 minutes on the rice. After about 2 minutes and the rice is lightly sautéed, we'll add in the rinsed chickpeas. And then we'll grab the simmering vegetable broth and gently add it into the fry pan. And we'll give it a gentle mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. And then we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low heat. And we're going to simmer this for about 15 minutes until the rice is just cooked through. Once again, important to check the package instructions in the rice you're using. That way you get your liquid to rice ratios and your cooking times right on the money. After about 15 minutes and the rice is just cooked through, I'm going to remove the lid. Add in ½ cup of frozen peas, which is about 50 grams. You want to make sure to evenly spread them around. And then we'll place the lid back on the pan and turn off the heat and let this sit here for a few minutes. You know, by trapping the steam in there, it's going to ensure that all the grains of rice are perfectly cooked and that the peas are nice and tender. After a couple minutes, we'll remove the pan from the stovetop. Squeeze in a kiss of fresh lemon juice over the rice. And using a fork, we'll gently fluff the rice. This is to help separate the grains. Then we'll transfer some of the rice into a serving dish. And we'll top it off with some chopped cilantro. Check it out, our Mediterranean garlic rice with chickpeas is done. Easy to make, restaurant quality presentation, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. As always, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's see how this tastes. It looks absolutely beautiful. A little bit of everything. Here we go. And like I told you at the beginning, this is so much better than any restaurant or takeout rice you'll ever have. It's healthy, it's filled with so many great flavors. The rice is beautifully cooked, absorbed everything in the pan. The chickpeas have the texture, the rest of the ingredients, that beautiful lift of goodness. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish white wine and albarino from the region of Rías Baixas, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Kevin, Krista Rakic, Robert Manahan, and Sam Cohen. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.